In this video, I'm going to give you my top picks for tips and tricks to learn Revit as fast as you can. Coming up. Hello everyone, Daniel Stewart here, CDB-University, where we bring you tips and tricks for architects using Revit and those who work with them. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. And if you like this video, be sure and hit the thumbs up button so that we can make more content just like this. Let's get right into the video. Tips for learning Revit. Number 1, take a formal Revit course from a reputable instructor. Touch on every tool that you should be able to use when you get into your job or your work. You should know how to use it. So practice what you've learned after you've learned that. So if you're learning from a video or if you're learning from a course, go home and practice the tools and things that you learned that day. You should be able to ask your instructor because you really want to follow kind of one person's philosophy. If you're following, we'll get into this later, but anyhow, it'd be nice if you can ask your instructor. If that's not possible, you're going to want to find somebody who maybe isn't your instructor, but is a Revit expert that you trust and you know that you can follow them and not sort of be led astray. Have a Revit template. You don't want to be searching high and low to try to find this content or try to create your own, because it's just going to be overwhelming for you. You want to try to focus on learning the tools that Revit has and how to use them. There is a right and a wrong way to do things, so pick someone you trust and follow their philosophy. That's the whole point of having somebody that you can follow, is just ask them how to do it. It's going to make your Revit learning journey much, much shorter. And once you've kind of learned everything and then you start bouncing out and kind of checking out other philosophies, you can then at that point, if you want to, adopt other philosophies. And at the end of the day, if you're working for someone, they may have the way they want it done. And if you see something that's not done correctly, you can kind of stand up and say, wait a minute, I'd recommend we do it this way because of this. So usually when I say that there's a right or wrong way, it usually means that one way is faster and one way is really not fast. It's not efficient. Maybe it's going to kill your model because it's just going to be too big and too cumbersome for Revit to have to deal with. So the next one is Revit Forums. You want to be careful on Revit Forums because, again, it's that now you're not following your mentor, the instructor, or maybe your coach. You want to follow one person. Follow their philosophy. If you see flaws in their philosophy, maybe you picked the wrong person, but you really, want to follow their philosophy. Again, there is a right and a wrong way to do things. Also, the 80-20 rule. So basically what this is saying is that if you look at your whole workday, 20% of the things that you're doing really matter the most. So you really want to identify the 20% of the items that really make a difference, and those are the things that you really want to focus on. Shiny object is, trying to avoid the next great thing. Make sure that whatever you're doing in Revit is efficient and is not going to lead you on this path where there's a lot of effort and you're not getting a lot of reward out of it. Again, follow your coach, your mentor, your instructor. Use Revit the way Revit does things best. So Revit is not AutoCAD. It's not simply a tool to put lines on paper. We're virtually modeling this this building, okay? And so you want, again, to use the intelligence that Revit has to help make you more efficient. And that's by using the right tools, again, the right way to do it versus the wrong way. You're going to be much faster and go farther. Have a Revit coach. This is an extension of the practice. You want them to be reviewing what you're doing, giving you comments, telling you what's wrong so that you can get back on track doing things correctly. and jump right into doing projects. There's nothing more valuable. Well, I should say, next to the proper training is experience. You've got to build that experience, because as you do things, questions are going to come up and you're going to be able to get those answered, and that's going to help you on your Revit journey. So there you go. That is my take on Revit tips and tricks for learning Revit. I hope that you find them helpful. If you have any questions, please, put them down in the comments section and we'll try to answer those. Also, I do offer a Revit course, and you can check out and find out more information by clicking on the link below. Thanks so much for joining. Hope you liked it.